Was gut ist dann. Good evening, welcome to game number 2 of Meet Your Makers versus Team Zero. Here still listed as the good B team, of which they went under on their Star Ladder at Star Ladder last weekend. And we're gonna have a GosuLeague Division 1 match. It is Season 4, it is the last week of Season 4 for Team Zero. This is their chance to still try to get that level 1 or number 1 place rather. For Meet Your Makers, it is their chance to not be in the bottom 2, to get dropped out of Division 1, because of course you want to be staying in that Division 1, to be competing with the big guys, as well as of course be competing for that prize pool that is there in Division 1. And I say game number 2 is because we already had game number 1. Game number 1 was taken by Team Zero, so they got themselves a point there, and we're gonna see if Meet Your Makers can take another point from them.
10 seconds
or if it's gonna be a 2-0 for Team Zero. Ha, pun intended. Oh, actually that pun doesn't work that way, does it? Team Zero getting 2 points? No, it doesn't work. Okay. Lame. Anyway, we are gonna have some bans. We have the TA banned out, as well as the Darkseer, the Rubik and the Jakiro, meaning that Batrider made it through the picks and bans, and he is gonna be the first pickup for the Team Zero, and Invoker being the first pickup for Meet Your Makers, which is not very usual, because he just got totally ignored in the last game. I believe in previous games that we've seen this week, he's not been that first pick either, but they want to make sure that they get that solo mid hero, probably. And we're gonna see Leshrac being most likely played as supports for Meet Your Makers. We still have heroes in that were banned out in the previous game, like the Undying, for example. A hero that we'll probably see. I'm kind of hoping he will be picked up, because Undying,
5 seconds
I think that if you see him too much he'll get pretty boring, but right now for me he's still a pretty entertaining hero, together with the Keeper of the Light for sure. Anyway, maybe, who knows. They are thinking about it anyway. They are going into their bonus time for it. We have the Tidehunter as well. Tidehunter did not get banned or picked in the previous game, actually got banned in the second ban phase. That's what he got. I like Ravages, so I would like to see a Tidehunter being picked up by either team, actually. I mean, basically, for Meet Your Makers, the only thing you can say is Invoker is gonna probably be going mid. You can't say anything about Leshrac or about the rest of their team, or what kind of playstyle they're gonna be playing this game at. And for Batrider, I mean, he also fits in a lot of different playstyles. So also for Team Zero, we do not know what kind of strategy they will be trying to go for here, as that is maybe what they're thinking about. They still have 35 seconds left into their bonus time, which is not that much, to be fair.
reserved. Mirana.
Chaos Knight and Mirana.
Dire team pick.
Just wow. Now I know that what was I gonna say? I know that Bamboo likes to play Batrider and Sting likes to play the Mirana. We might be seeing a Mirana mid or a Batrider and a Batrider side solo lane, and otherwise it will be vice versa. It's just you can exchange those heroes for each other. Chaos Knights, of course, are going to be played by Black. This will force out a ban on the Wisp, I would imagine. But with the Chaos Knight, there's so many combinations that you can pick up. Lina, Ancient Apparition, you know, those kind of heroes, Shadow Demon, that you can't, and Wisp of course, that you can't ban them all out. So we're gonna see which one is gonna be left in for them to pick up, because they of course still need that support hero and jungle hero. They still have a lot of options. I mean, basically what Team Zero did was give away what lanes they're gonna be running, as in this is the 3 main laning heroes, so it's only support and or another supporter or jungler that's going to be left pick up. Shadow Demon will be picked up here by Meet Your Maker. Lina is going to be banned out, so they already removed 2 of the heroes that I just mentioned from the pool of supports that can go well together with that Chaos Knight. Actually, having said that, you know what we have seen before from Team Zero? They actually ran a Mirana as supporty hero.
Dire team ban.
Support Mirana, just for that arrow, roaming, getting those kills. might be the case here.
Radiant team banned.
I just want to point out that it is a possibility, as we have seen Team Zero doing some crazy stuff. We do see more supports being banned out from Meet Your Maker. They ban out the Venomancer, and the bans for Team Zero were the Broodmother, the Kalinx, and a Lone Druid. So 3 heroes that are solo lane heroes, that are pushing heroes, and annoying to deal with heroes that you need more than just one hero to take down. So they don't want to be doing that. They want to be playing their own game and not being forced to shut someone down somewhere on a lane that they normally won't look at. As the last ban is incoming for Meet Your Makers, it's gonna be a Bane. And the Keeper of the Light will be picked up by Team Zero, making me think that we might see an Undying still as well coming up from their side. But to be fair, like I said, it could still be an Enigma or something like that also. So they still have a lot of possibilities. They've got a lot of disable, by the way, as well. I mean, they've got a lasso, they've got the stun from the Chaos Knight, and they've got the arrow. From Meet Your Makers, they've got the Cold Snap, which is of course nice, the disruption, but you can't really hit stuff through the disruption, even though you can disrupt the target that's being lassoed and being stunned from the opponent's side, so that's a good one there. And Leshrac, of course, can follow up with his stun on the Shadow Demon stun, so that's a good combination there as well. And there is more disable. Okay, now they're getting ahead in a disable battle. It's gonna be Sven that will be picked up there, so we might be seeing a trialing coming up from then. Sven, Leshrac, and Shadow Demon being three heroes that can go very aggressive on a trial lane. I mean, either a disruption or a Sven stun to initiate. You're not going to be able to get away. I mean, there's just too many stuns. So Leshrac can follow up on either Shadow Demon or Sven stun. Sven stun can come after the disruption as well.
10 seconds.
And we're going to see how they're going to be dealing with that. But first, last pick for Team Zero. They have 30 seconds left into their bonus time, which they will be using right now. So we're going to see how they are going to do, what they are going to pick up. Is it still going to be a support? Because I mean, there could still be a different support with the Chaos Knight. I wouldn't mind seeing Undying, as I said, but Agent Deprivation, for example, something like that is still, or a Wisp still, would still be good pickups for Team Zero. But we're gonna see what they're gonna surprise us with.
5 seconds remaining.
It's gonna be the last picking coming from Meet Your Maker soon. What the Danes still need. Wow.
Dire team pick.
I was not expecting that one. So I'm curious to see how they're going to be doing this, because it could still be a Mirana support, as I said earlier, just with that disable. Or we'll see if that's actually going to be the case, because with that Nyx Assassin there, I mean, he needs a bit of farm, right? So we might see 2 dual lanes, but the Keeper of the Light Nyx Assassin is a pretty strong combination, and a Mirana Chaos Knight, you can follow up your arrow from the stun from the Chaos Knight. It's pretty strong as well. There could be 2 dual lanes and a solo Batrider, but we'll find out soon enough, as we are waiting for the last pickup for Meet Your Makers. As I said, it could be a trial lane coming up from them, in which case they still need a solo lane. I mean, there's still so many solo lanes in Beastmaster, Bounty Hunter, you name it, everything's still in. Windrunner, Queen of Pain, you know, those kind of things. But we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it soon too, if they want to go for solo lane, because they could still run dual lanes if they want to. You can run Invoker solo on the short lane, have a Leshrac Shadow Demon mid, and then Sven and something else on the bottom lane. It could all still be. Sand King would even be a nice possibility if they want to go for something like that. More disable coming out from Meet Your Makers. They are ticking into their bonus time. 22 seconds left. And by the way, I'm expecting it to be a carry Sven, because he's been doing a pretty good job carrying for some of the teams that we have seen lately, even though I can't remember the teams, but I remember seeing the games where he was just a very strong carry slash semi-carry for those teams. 5 seconds. This is all the time they have left. They have to pick now. Wow, it is still a disable, but it is a tiny. Not something that I wasn't expecting. I'm saying that a lot during this draft. Making for interesting games, I have to say. I really like that teams are trying out a bit more, even though, of course, there's still going to be another patch coming in tonight. So more changes incoming, but I like that teams are a bit more experimenting, or at least changing up their lineups. They're not as solid or set in stone with their lineups as they were like before the International 2. As we're gonna wait until last one picks up their heroes. Looks like Calculus has to pick up his Invoker before we're gonna go jump ourselves into the game. Come on, you can do it. Can they? And by the way, of course, opposite from last game, it is gonna be Radiant team that will be Team Zero, and the Dire team that will be Meet Your Makers. We're gonna jump ourselves over to Team 0 again first. We have Alex playing the Keeper of the Light, being a support there. Kuroki is gonna be playing the Nyx Assassin. And making me believe that he's gonna be maybe going a bit roaming. If you weren't there for the previous game, you should watch the VOD, because that's the crits what he's talking about. They were pretty nice crits, to be fair. Black's gonna be playing his Chaos Knight. I mean, no real surprise there. Keeper of Light will be accompanying him towards the bottom lane. Oh wow, yeah. Thank you for the command to make my hero icons a lot bigger on the minimap. We have Batrider going mid lane. Is going to be played by Sing Sing, and then when we in the top lane will be played by Bamboo. This is one of his signature heroes as well, or used to be rather. I'm not sure, we haven't seen him playing that for a long time, but he does have rewards. He picked up a race band. He is going for a solo off lane, probably leaving Nyx to either help out mid or roam bottom. In the meantime, everybody of Meet Your Makers roaming in the Radiant jungle, and we're going to see Koikva playing the Tiny. Shadow Demon will be played by the Nino. Why are we Meet Your Maker? What? I'm not following. Oh, double Meet Your Maker flag. I don't see that. That's cool. Anyway, we're gonna see Belson playing the Sven, so it is indeed a carry Sven. We're gonna see Leshrac played by Atsi. And well, last one. I'm not sure what they're talking about. It's gonna be Calculus playing his Invoker on the mid lane. So that is all the heroes. Right, that I went over for the dire side as well. Yes, I did. So it's going to be trial lane versus dual lane, depending on what Nyx Assassin is going to be doing there. With the Chaos Knight Keeper of the Light, they will be able to keep the lane at bay from their tower, or at least oh, double damage up on the Shrek. But yeah, the combination that I said earlier is still definitely there. I mean, initiation from the Shadow Demon, follow-up stun from the Shrek, follow-up stun from the Sven. You're gonna go down if you're a Chaos Knight or not. You can't do anything against that. At the same time, there's no stun coming off from the Keeper of the Light, so yeah, you might be able to throw out some harassment, but that's it. If Keeper of the Light comes too close, that's a different story. Then at least Chaos Knight can do something, can throw out a stun if he really needs to. But it will be a very dangerous lane for him regardless, and they're actually gonna roam around looking for stuff. I mean, this combination is just very dangerous. It's gonna be Kuroki that's gonna find them as well. It's gonna be harassment. There's the first stun. Leshrac still hitting up on the Chaos Knight though. Disruption was on the Keeper of Light, making some illusions for him. He's still gonna get chased down though. 4 seconds until another Impale. This may be turning into a first blood. Shadow Demon, I don't think he can get away. There's the another Impale, and that's gonna be Chaos Knight landing a stun. 1 second only, but it should be enough to secure the kill. It's Nyx Assassin that will get the first blood. And the Shadow Demon can't do anything against that. And you know, I talked about strong trialing coming up from Meet Your Makers, but if you're then gonna leave your lane and gonna run into 3 heroes of the opponent team, also with a lot of disable, that's gonna be a bit more dangerous. And Nyx indeed, in this bottom lane now, will be able to also disrupt those harasses or those initiations that come up from Meet Your Maker. I mean, if they harass on the Nyx, then it will be a stun coming off from the Chaos Knight. If they harass on the Chaos Knight, there will be a stun coming off from the Nyx Assassin. And of course, if you start off on the Keeper of the Light, there will be 2 stuns to disrupt that initiation. So that will be a bit more evened out, as the first blood already went now towards Team 0. And we're going to check out the mid lane, see how they are doing here. 3 stacks on this Invoker. I mean, Invoker doesn't have an easy time laning against this, and especially not since he didn't pick up Blades of Attack. Wait a second, this is going to be... This is going to be really awkward. I'm not used to having those large icons, so I thought they were going at each other, but they weren't. They weren't. But yeah, Evoker, like I said, his last hits are going to be tricky. He didn't pick up any X-Sword, he doesn't pick up any Blades of Attack, so he's going to be having some issues here. 6 for 2, as 9 for 1 is for the Batrider, who's just going to throw out harassment here, going to make Invoker's life hell, with making his turning so slow. In the meantime, top lane is going to be Mirana versus Tiny. It's a solo lane versus solo lane. A Tiny solo lane. It's quite interesting to see. And he's already out of regen also. He does have picked up his boots. Mirana, of course, has her leap and her bottle now as well. And of course is that hero that can just harass and have that escape. At the same time, of course, Tiny, in the latest patch, he got buffed, so he has that toss range that is now 1800 regardless of what level it is. Able to harass Mirana with that if he chooses to. Keeper of Light gonna be found here. We're gonna be Sven coming after that. Disruption gonna be for Keeper of the Light. Is it gonna be a stun though? Is he gonna be in time? It's of course a horse that's running fairly fast, and Sven actually turns around already. Keeper of the Light will be home safe. And that will not be a go on that one. His Impale still goes on the Shadow Demon. Is there going to be anything more? No. No. It's not yet. Not yet, I say. Chaos Knight coming in from the side, waiting for someone to go in. Who will he go in on? Sven still has a stun, though. 3 second stun hitting. That's the stun hitting from the Sven. Hitting on Kuroki, who pops off his spike carpets, and he will be getting put in the disruption. It helps save his life, actually, for now. Lance the Impale still gonna try to get himself away. Should be fine. Nobody died just yet. Balsam still on the way. Shrek lands another beautiful stun. Nobody will die here. Sal being put up by Nyx as he has not got mana to do anything else. Illuminate will still go through. It actually picks up the Sven. Keeper of the Light doing the works. 500 gold up on him right now. He has boots. Happy times. How do you pronounce this? Carapace. Ooh, disruption will help Shadow Demon get away from there. Will there be follow-up though? They might think about it. There's a stun, or thinking about a stun. Not going to be able to do it though. Too fast, this horse. This horse is super fast. He's got boots. He's of course a very fast hero from himself. Tiny, what are you doing? Marana, what are you doing? They're both fairly low. This is fairly dangerous for both. Harassment. Harassment. One more harassment needed. No boots on either of them. Oh no, there were boots of the Tiny. Oh, there's the leap. Oh, Tiny. TP out now. There's the TP. We'll be fine. Yes, it's fine. It's out. Miranda not able to pick that one up. And it looks like they're gonna go for this one in the bottom lane again. Disruption. Soul Catcher, Shrek stun, Sven stun, kill, and that is Black going down. That is the combination I was talking about. The Impale was not there. That's where the Impale is. And Kuroki is going to be stunned here by Shrek. No Spike Carpets because it is on cooldown and he will go down here. One more hit needed. There's a Spike Carpets. Nice timing. Might actually be getting away. No, the stun will get him and that's Sven picking up the kill. With all the mana that he had left. It will be Black that will TP back towards the bottom lane and is going to continue farming there. Might be thinking about taking a kill here in return. With the Keeper of the Light still being there as well. Is he going to be getting it though? There's a stun. Lasted 2 seconds. Shadow Demon, nice body block by Balsam. Illuminate going through, helping out. One more hit needed, and that is indeed a kill for Black. As he just picks up the support to get him some extra farm. He's going to continue on creeps afterwards. Kuroki is rotated to his middle lane as Batrider has backed off here. His middle lane, 26 for 2 on the Batrider. Invoker 19 for 5, so not getting the better of this one, even though he does get some free from now that the Batrider was gone. But Batrider is back. Nyx Assassin is there as well. Level 2 still, though, only up on Kuroki, who's of course been roaming a lot and not really been on the lane apart from this throwing out impales and stuff. Level 6 on the Batrider, though. Level 6 on the Invoker as well, so we do have the last two. Might see him going for something, but I think Invoker knows what would be coming for him. 6-minute rune is on the top lane. It is a haste rune. It could be picked up by that one if he wants to, but they're not wanting to. Disruption going off. There's a Soul Catcher as well. Here comes Kuroki. Impale going off. Is it going to be a last two? Yes, it is. Gonna land on the Shadow Demon. Cold Snap still goes up on Sing Sing. It is the Shadow Demon that's still alive. There's a Flame Break helping out, but nobody is gonna die just yet, and it looks like all of them are gonna be safe home. And still the haste rune is just sitting there looking pretty. There's another Impale up again on the next assassin if they want to go for it. Nope, they don't. Okay. 12 seconds on the magic wand of the Invoker. That's of course the downside of being a Batrider. You are giving your opponent so much possibility to get their health back up again if you harass them a bit. Ward being placed by the Keeper of the Light. Shrek spotting that one out. That's got a sentry as well, so could just counter it if he wanted to. Chooses not to right now. I mean, knowing that the ward is there is just fine as well. And they're going to try to go in on Bells. And there's the Impales. There's going to be a follow-up. There's going to be the follow-up. The 3 seconds still lands on the Shrek though. Sven still lands still. Is the Shrek still going to get a stun off? Yes, he is. But it's the previous stun that he didn't cancel. And he puts it up in the wrong direction. The other drift in Impale going. And that is Belsom also going off. Double kill. Going towards Alex. Because Keeper of the Light was the one to pick up both those kills. He is now 3-0. He has been in all 5 of the kills that Team Zero has done so far. And he's got 3 assists for himself. Good support, Alex. Way to go. I mean, you want that goal to up on your supports, of course, at some point. But for them to get all the kills, or most of the kills, that is of course something else. We have a drift in, Balsam. Stuns the kills and instantly Impale still hits though. There's a 4-second stun. Illuminate will miss, but will still be enough. Balsam quite tanky. Carapace still goes off, but Kuroki now in a lot of trouble. He is level 4. He will get picked up there by the Sven, who's level 6. And Sven will just run himself away. He will run himself into the Batrider though, and now he sees him coming. There's gonna be a stun. 1 second only this time, but he will still go down, and that's the right click going towards the Black. The Chaos Knight LeShrek gonna be chased down. There is mana up for Lasso, and that is the Lasso. Etsy getting dragged back there, and here comes the support. Bad Rider picking up the kill. Tornado going through. Alex will be the one to drop there, as he will finally die for the first time this game. And it will be Bad Rider that should be safe out of that one, with Invoker coming into play. Level 8 with face boots, 500 gold. Able to at least make sure they won't be able to get anything more than what they got so far. Mirana rotating mid so that she can take some farm and experience and gold there. Experience and gold, basically what farm means, I guess. So taking some farm there. But I will leave the top lane, of course, open. Shadow Demon now helping out Tiny, harassing this tier 1 tower. As Tiny, we haven't seen that much of him yet, but he is now level 8. So I think he's ready. He's got face boots, and I think he's ready to start roaming around and start trying to get kills. Of course, if he's going for that carry Tiny. Wait a second. Bottom lane. 4 seconds down. Invoker, Illuminate going through. Picks up the kill. And it looks like Ati will still try to get away. Arrow that we saw flying from Bamboo on the top lane apparently did not hit. Could not follow up. He did manage to keep the tower alive for now, though. The disruption is... oh, they want to go for the disruption, but Mirana was gone in time. Tier 1 tower getting harassed here. I don't think they're going to be getting the tower. Maybe they are, actually.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Killing off the creep wave before it reaches the tower. More mana for the Bad Rider. We still have Ati hanging around here. LeShrek's stun not hitting. TP's incoming. They want to defend this. Flame Break knocks back the Tiny. Shadow Demon there, though. Ooh, Tiny Avalanche hits nothing. Spam stun hits the Bad Rider, though. Bad Rider who just picked up LeShrek, still trying to get away from that one. Toss will not do anything. Illuminate will go through. Sting still trying to get away with that Soul Catcher on and taking a lot of damage. He is being chased by a face boots Tiny, though. In theory, he should not be able to get away. Another Flame Break up, though. Arrow is not going to hit. Here comes Fen as well, and that's the right click. Tiny picking him up. In the meantime, Black goes down to the Invoker still on the side. Mirana now coming into this battle lane. Arrow, of course, did not hit. Is now on cooldown. And he is being surrounded now by 4 heroes of Meteor Makers, though, as you can see on the minimap with the very large icon pixels. Mirana is going to be going down here. Cannot get away. Should not be getting away. And double kill going towards Quakefire on his Tiny, who stepped away from his lane for the first time. Managed to get a double kill. Definitely not bad excursion for him. And they will look to push on to the tier 1 tower. Actually, talking about towers, I mean, there's not been any tower going down yet on either side. Illuminate going through. Reality ripped in. And want to go. Look at that damage! Kill Stealer. Spotted.
I was the light at the end of your tunnel.
But that was a lot of damage coming off from that Black. Level 9 versus the Shadow Demon, that's level 5. It's pretty sad. For the Shadow Demon, that is. And of course 4 second stun, I mean, not like it would have made a difference if it was 1 second, but you know, it's always nice to get lucky. 1600 gold up on the Bad Rider, as he's probably going for a fast Blink Dagger if he can get it. Mirana has been farming okay-ish for being on a solo lane. She only died once, which is of course okay. I mean, you know, it's a difficult lane to be at. Even though she was solo first to Tiny. Not really that difficult, I guess. But anyway, doing okay, doing Mirana things. I know, not making any sense. Level 6 now on the Nyx Assassin, who is of course being a semi-support hero in this game. Or I should say, I mean like an enabler. I'm gonna call him an enabler. He's enabling kills, ganks with his Impale. Yeah, definitely being useful. And of course with AoE damage that comes out from Meteor Makers, he's able to get those people stunned with his Carapace. Shadow Demon being hiding there. I do think they know that though. Illuminate going through. Quick wave gone. Level 9 still on the Chaos Knight. Let's see what they're all building. I mean, we're gonna see an armlet being put up by the Chaos Knight, as he already picked up the Helm of Iron Will for that one. Keeper of Light picked himself up a Ring of Regen, so might be going either for Tranquil Boots or maybe still already building up towards his mechanism. Would be quite a late mechanism for a hero that has got that much kills. Oh, LeShrek's stun not gonna hit. Nice force stab, or nice leap, sorry. Nice leap. Toss still there, and that is gonna be the next assassin. Carapace is there, still taking a lot of damage. Tick touches there. Impale hits on 2. Gets a kill with that as well, but gets picked up by LeShrek. Still Tornado going through, still picks up the Mirana, but she will be fine. 1-for-1 trade. But of course it was the LeShrek that died first, so the experience goes towards the Nyx Assassin, while LeShrek gets nothing. Even though he did pick up boots before he died, so lucky him. We already saw the Bad Rider Blink Dagger now complete, so that one's there. We already saw the Nyx Assassin as well, who doesn't have that much yet, but he is of course playing a supporting role. He's got almost 1k gold. Curious to see what he's going to go for, as I'm hoping it's not going to be a Dagon anymore, because it's quite late for that one. Did I miss any heroes of the Radiant team? I don't think so. Let's jump ourselves over to the Dire team, see what they are building. Invoker probably building towards the 4 staff, what we see Quaswex Invokers go for a lot of the times. Oh, are they going to be trying to go for this Illuminate going through? Still does quite some damage up on the Shadow Demon. They want to try to get a disruption up on someone. There's a Blinding Light though, helping out, should be enough to get him down. Oh, stun, 2 seconds only, the Shrek stun not hitting. Nice dodge from Black there, and there's not gonna be anything happening anymore for now on this bottom lane. The Shrek is of course being a support now. TPs towards the middle lane is gonna help out, because there is something going on here. EMP going through, Kuroki is going to be taking some damage there. It's going to be Sting that will be the one that drops first towards the Invoker. Nyx Assassin pops his ultimate, should be able to get away there. Arrow will not hit anything. Mirana not going to be able to do anything there anymore. Leaps away. I'm not sure why Kuroki is thinking about going here. Oh, Edict run out. Oh, does he really? No. Right? It's almost going to run out, and he doesn't have any. He has 8 stick charges. He's going to TP out. Smart choice. With Kuroki, of course, never know what you can expect. Tier 1 tower still went down, as the first tower to go down in this game is on the side of Meteor Makers. I was talking about items, boots on the Shadow Demon. I mean, he's support. The more important thing is this guy here. What did he buy? Because he bought something. He cannot have this amount of gold. He bought the... Okay, he bought the drums. Well, that's nice. Good for him. He being a very chasey Tiny. But I do think he should be leaving his lane a bit more, unless if he's really going for that carry Tiny, then he wouldn't really need. Oh, wait a second, Balsam, 3 seconds done. Disruption up on the Batrider though. There's a stun. Balsam thinking about having a chance to get away from this one. I'm not sure if that's possible. I don't think that's possible. One more hit will do the job. Black picking up the kill. Stinks still dies to the Shadow Demon, with Black still looking for more blood. Finds himself the Shadow Demon. One more hit needed. Easy kill for him, and now sets his eyes towards the Invoker. 3 seconds done. Crits all the way. Look at that luckiness, and that is Mirana picking up the last hit from that kill. I mean, Chaos Knight has died twice. Okay, yeah, we've seen him die, but he just went in 1 versus 3. Of course, he knew that Mirana was coming in, but he just picked up all 3. And of course, he had Sing as a meat shield also, but nice job for him, and he is really taking all that carry role. And if you compare him to the Tiny, which in my opinion you should be doing, because they're kind of the same types of heroes, with amount of, I mean, at level 8 and level 9, normally they're gonna roam around and try to get some kills. It is Black that is definitely doing that more effective, even though, of course, Tiny hasn't died yet, but he's only been in 4 kills out of the 10 that they have done so far. Tier 1 tower, very low on HP there. Demonic Purge up on the Chaos Knight. There's the stun, and that's gonna be a kill. Arrow will fly in, trying to help out. It's gonna miss. It's gonna be Nyx Assassin that picks up the Shrek in the meantime here on the top lane. Illuminate going through Toss, and Avalanche gonna pick up the Batrider. Mirana gets killed off by the Sven in the bottom lane still, by the way. Invoker TPing top, and they want to still get this Tiny here. It's double damaging up on the Tiny. They're looking for him. Kuroki is invisible in the meantime. There is Sven getting that war cry up. He's still being red. Oh, now he's turning blue, as in his God Strength is there, and gonna be Keeper of the Light that will still be going down there, as we see Kuroki chasing down this guy, but this guy is long gone. And he's gonna TP out again. Smart choice. It's 15 to 14, as there were just 4 heroes going down on the side of Team 0 over the entire map, with no heroes being picked up in return. So that is not a really good going for Team 0, as of course you have to take into account kills that happen later on give more experience. So we are going to see that experience dropping back towards Meteor Makers with these 4 kills. That is this drop. That is only those 4 kills. Big drop there. Gold Graph in the meantime still in favor of Team 0, and that's of course also because of the 2 towers that are now down on the side of Meteor Makers, but of course also because we have got the Chaos Knight as well as the Batrider farming nicely, and as you can see here, the 2 supports of Meteor Makers are just a lot lower than the supports are for Team 0, making a difference there as well. It is the Chaos Knight and the Batrider that are highest up on the farm, but it's 3 heroes for Meteor Makers that are doing fairly good as well, and that's of course the Tiny, Invoker, and the Sven. Sven, who has still died 4 times, has been in 8 out of the 14 kills, and Tiny now, I mean, yeah, he hasn't been in that many kills, but, oh, hello. Forces out the Vendetta. There's an illusion. And you probably know that too. Dire Ward being up on the high ground. Oh, blinking. Last two. Balsam. Where's the ice? Where's the flame? There's no flame. There's the disruption though. Illuminate still going through. Just doing some harassment, but that's it. That's the stun going off from Mirana still. Impale coming in from the side. Kuroki gonna get tossed. Gonna go down. Tiny picking him up. 5 heroes here from Meteor Makers. And it's a Team Zero that is in a tough position in the mid lane right now. Are they going to be giving up the tier 1 tower, or are they just going to keep their opponents busy here? Of course they have to have the Keeper of the Light, so they can just try to keep their opponents in this mid lane while they are going out for farm or something like that. Arrow is not going to hit anything again. Poor Bamboo. He's missing a lot of these arrows today. But yeah, Tower's gonna get some harassment. Not a lot of harassment though. I think Meteor Makers will have to back off soon because this is all time wasted for them right now. TP back in from the Nexus and blinking it again. They want to go for Calculus. 4 seconds stun there, but the spend stun still hits. Impale there. It is Invoker that goes down already. Avalanche hits on 3. Dust being popped. It is Belson that's trying to get away. Will be picked up. Miranda picking up the kill for that one. Shadow Demon goes down as support, and it is Team Zero that is taking the win of this team fight. 3-4-0, and they're looking for more, looking for a tier 2 tower. With the amount of disable that they can come off with, that is just so much disable. That's just what got them those kills. Of course, Shadow Demon, not a big surprise that he went down, but Invoker and Sven, big targets to take down. Very big targets to take down. Of course, Invoker is one of those heroes that can just make big plays and just, you know, be annoying. The more items he gets, you can't really kill him off if he's super mobile, which is of course something that he's aiming for, this Invoker. And of course Sven, the carry of Meteor Makers, good pickoffs, not losing anything in return, getting a tier 2 tower in return, and they're rotating top. Last tier 1 tower is still standing there on the side of Meteor Makers, and they want to be getting that down, get that extra gold up for their team. As Armlet is complete on the Chaos Knight, 1800 gold up on him as well, as he's going for BKB next. We have a mechanism still being built by the Keeper of the Light. Blink Dagger and Force Staff up on Bat Rider. Kuroki on his Nyx Assassin is going for Dagon still, okay. So still wants a Dagon up on his hero. Let's see if we are gonna see something else. It's gonna be Yasha up on Mirana, no real surprise there. That's just gonna go for Manta Style, and that's everybody up on the Radiant side. And it looks like the Dire side is ready to try and defend this. We have Invoker standing around there, Balsam as well. There's the God Strength. Is it going to be a last two? Yeah, it's on Balsam. Tornado though will still be there. Deafening Blast as well. It's on 3 EMP as well as it spends on. And now no man on the Chaos Knight. Leshrax on hits there as well. Impale coming in from the side though. Kuroki taking a lot of damage, but it will be Sven that goes down. Tiny that goes down. Buyback from the Sven. Tiny cannot buy back. Sting is still going to go down towards the Invoker on the top lane here, and Atsi will be picked off there as well, as it is a double kill for Black on his Chaos Knight, who's trying to get himself away from the crime scene because he is on the run right now for heroes that are way higher HP than he is. Tornado is not going to hit. Are they going to go in again? 3 seconds done. Black, he doesn't care. He can armlet toggle. He is just fine. Gets a cold snap though. Illuminate going through, but there's the armlet toggle. Staying alive, got the soul catcher on him, doesn't care, wants to go for this last kill, wants to go for this Invoker. There is going to be a reality rift, one more hit needed, couple more hits needed actually, trying to get there, but Invoker's just way too fast with Force Staff, with Wax on. You cannot chase that, even not if you're a horse. 2500 gold up on him, as we see Sven is already continuing back to farming after buying back on that when he died on that top lane. The tier 1 tower top still drops. Went down to creep, so no deny there, as also a gold gets split for Team Zero. And they are definitely pulling ahead right now. It's been looking even for a very long time, but now slowly but steadily pulling ahead from Meteor Maker. 7,500 gold up on them as Chaos Knight. What are you doing? Why are you still there? Armlet toggling. Yeah, I guess. There's a mechanism being used. More gold for him. Toggles his armlet again, toggles it off again, and is now going to TP himself back. Good call. Because there's of course a lot of disable coming off from Meteor Makers as well, so one getting caught out in one wrong disable and you're dead. But I guess you just want that last creep to finish off his BKB, which is indeed now finished, as it looks like, ooh, the Nino. Disruption to save his life. Tornado going through, arrow, not going to hit anything, EMP. Not going to hit anything as well, just forcing them back, cannot chase that. And Meteor Makers, they are being locked outside their base right now, inside their base right now, or at least Calculus cannot do anything. Too scared to farm mid lane. I don't blame them. It's going to be Atsi that is pretty ballsy here. Of course, as support, being here by himself. He is of course ready to TP out at the slightest sign of trouble, and that's this. TP's through the bottom lane, where Sven is also farming by himself, 1200 gold up on him. But everybody of Team Zero on the top side. The Dagon is now completed up on the Nyx Assassin, and he's gonna Vendetta. He's gonna try to kill someone. Who is he gonna try to find? He finds the Invoker. Can he kill him by himself though? I am not sure. Tier 2 tower is of course gone, so no more true side there. He is gonna try to take down the Invoker. 4 heroes gonna be on the bottom lane soon for Meet Your Makers. Well, 3 right now because Calculus decided to go to a different direction. I don't think he can kill the Tiny though, unless Sing is gonna help him out, which he is. There's the blink. There's the last 2. EMP still going through. This disruption as well. Sorry. Wow. Definitely blast as well. Still no kill though. 3 seconds on. That will turn into a kill. Bad Rider takes it. And now they're on the run. Impale hitting up on the Tiny. Arrow not hitting anything. That is the kill. Black picking that one up. Toss in. 3 seconds. Oh, sorry. Leshraxton hits on 2. And there is the Mirana Ultimate trying to help them get away. But they would still want the skill on the Shadow Demon. And they will get it as well. It is Mirana that picks up the kill. Reality Rift in. Black. He doesn't care. 2 seconds stun up on the Sven. There's going to be Sting that's going to help him do that. It's going to be a Flame Break. Getting him back in range. And that is Black being unstoppable. 10 for 3. 1500 gold. It's only Nyx Assassin that got picked up there by the Shadow Demon. And they are going to go for more. Tier 2 tower. He's gonna be going down there. It is a invisible Leshrac that's still alive for Meet Your Makers. That's the only one left alive for Meet Your Makers in this on their side, who is just gonna take a massive amount of damage from that Illuminate. Did he not see that coming? I mean, it was right next to his tower. It was of course nighttime, so maybe he didn't, but yeah, that was pretty painful. And that's gonna be it could be Roshan if they want to try and take it. It is up again. But I guess Meet Your Makers now back up again as well. Maybe they rather want to take the tier 2 top. It could be. They're at least all 5 together, sticking together. We're going to have the gold graph spiking up towards the 10k. Experience graph definitely taking a spike there as well, going towards that 7.5k. Dagon still level 1, and that's going to be the Dagon target. Oh, he's too fast. No Kuroki, you cannot get that support yet. Because as long as the Shadow Demon is in his base, he's safe. But as soon as he tries to get out, meh. Let's see what the Dire Flame is building. We have, of course, got Tiny building towards an Aghanims. He wants that tree. Who doesn't want to see him having that tree? We're going to have Shadow Demon still trying to build a mechanism by the looks of it. Dust being popped. Oh, this is barely on the edge. Kuroki, he wants to go for this Shadow Demon. There's the Impale, the Dagon, the kill. Black picking that one up. Sven getting stunned in the meantime by the arrow, and he is going to go down. Mirana picking up the kill. Reality Rift up the high ground as he will be dropping there. And it is a double kill for Black. Impale doesn't hit on the Invoker anymore, but that doesn't matter. They will still take down the tier 2 tower as Meet Your Makers, they are just being put in a position where they cannot do anything. And this Tiny is not going to be able to carry them just yet. He needs more than what he has right now, and he is not getting more. And they're getting harassed now by 5 heroes looking to take down their tier 3 tower. Tornado EMP going through, burning away a lot of the mana. Carapace is still there though, and there's the Avalanche locking down 2 flame breaks, gonna help Invoker get back towards his fountain. Looks like tier 3 tower, nobody's gonna come in to defend this. I don't think they really can. They need to though. Deafening Blast will go through. Leshrac looking to be throwing out a stun. At the same time, they have to be very careful for Black because he wants to throw out reality rifts like no tomorrow, as we have seen him do no matter how much HP he's at. He can armlet toggle. Nobody's afraid of that. Arrow will only hit a creep. And they're just waiting. Illuminate will go through and the push can just continue for Team Zero, waiting for the creep wave, which is gonna come in soon. Vision is there for Meet Your Makers though from the Shadow Poison. But look at the items, they're just not ready yet for this. They are not ready for this. It's only Invoker that's now almost finished his drums, that has got a bit of items there, but it is Team Zero that is... They are ready to fight. They've got their items, they got their cores up. Arrow, not gonna hit anything again. Illuminate going through once more. It's just Alex that's standing there, casting that from the sidelines. He's got his mechanism up also. Tornado EMP going down once again. There's a stun, hitting up on the Chaos Knight, but you wouldn't want to go in there. Blink in from Sing, hits up on the Shadow Demon. Deafening Blast going through as well, but it is Nyx Assassin that picks up the Shadow Demon, and they want to go for more Reality Rift in, and that is a godlike Black as he picks up the Sven. And they want to go for more 4 seconds up on the Invoker. Leshraxton is still going to hit on Black, but it's not going to be doing anything for the Invoker anymore, who goes down still to black. Double kill for him now, as Mirana picks up the kill on the Leshrac, and it's only Tiny that's left alive for his team, who just missed an avalanche on the support of Team Zero. Tier 3 tower will drop. Black sitting on 100 HP, but he still has his armlet. He is fine, and this is gonna be barracks going down, maybe even more than one set, as I feel like Meteor Makers, they need a miracle to still get on top of this game. I don't think that Team Zero is going to be backing off anytime soon. Or are they? Or are they? No, buildings are way more important, getting that gold up. Highest gold per minute. Phantasm being used just to farm or just to take down this tier 3 tower, and they will be able to get it as well. Tower hitting on black, no problem. He's got armlet. That's the tower indeed dropping very fast. Arrow will hit. Shadow Demon. Will there be a follow-up? Lasso up on Balsam. In the meantime, there's gonna be an impale as well. Damage going through, and that's gonna be a kill. It's gonna be going towards the Keeper of Light, as Black has to actually back off from this one. Still gets picked up by the tornado. Might actually go down there. Does. He indeed goes down. Of course he buys back. Wants to not miss anything of the kills that are happening right now. Impale not gonna be hitting from Nyx Assassin anymore. He doesn't have any mana left. Doesn't have his mana boots up. TPI from the... When you have to TP to your base from that location, you know that something's wrong. Barracks are gonna get picked off. And that is the second set of barracks down, as of course Black is back again. He could get called back from the Keeper of Light very fast. Didn't even need to TP anywhere, even though tier 1 tower is still standing. But they're just gonna go for this tier 3, as I would expect the GG to be called up fairly soon. It's gonna be 4 seconds stun. Calculus, you are going down, and that is the GG indeed. As the captain falls, ship goes down with him, and that is Team Zero taking a 2-0 win over Meteor Makers, making sure that they get 2 points from this encounter and still are on their way of trying to get the #1 place for GosuLeague Division 1. I think they have got 2 more games tomorrow. They need to win those 2, so follow them tomorrow as well. Most games will be casted tomorrow by Purge, as I won't be here. But still, you should definitely follow. This is the last week for GosuLeague Division 1, and still everything can happen. So we have some good games coming up there for sure. As, by the way, at 6 tomorrow, 6 PM CEST time, it's going to be Na'Vi versus Team Zero versus this team that just won. And they're going to be, both of those teams still have the chance to get to #1. So very important matches for both. As we see Team Zero just fountain farming here for a bit. And their creeps are taking down the tower. If you want to find out more about the standings and about how stuff is going, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2. And you can then go to the side, on the right side, you see a link saying GosuLeague Season 4, and you can find all the information there, also from Division 2, and also from Division 1, and everything like that, as Mirana is now unstoppable. Oh, did she just leap inside the phone? Or did you get 4-staff there? That could be the case. No. When did that happen? So we have Mask of Madnesses aplenty upon Sing Sing. There's actually 4. But yeah, that is for Meteor Makers. They still have, I think they still have 1 match, which they need to win if they don't want to be put on the bottom 2 spots of GosuLeague Division 1. Because of course, if you're in the bottom 2 spots, you are gonna go to Division 2, which is something you don't want to have happening. So they still have some match to play, I believe. But tomorrow, 6 PM, 1800 CEST time, Na'Vi versus I was gonna say the good B team, but versus Team Zero. Make sure you don't miss it. It will be casted by Purge. So, yeah, you don't want to be missing that. I don't think there's gonna be any more games for tonight. I will still check though. Thank you for watching. If you want to support me, please go to YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Please subscribe. I'm trying to go for 5K subscriptions, so that would be very much appreciated. And yeah, thank you for watching. And here's the outro, and I'll be back soon, in a second. Stay tuned.